Alright. Alright, are you ready, kids? No! Oh! I can't hear you. Sorry. Say that again? No! I guess I'll go home.
Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Alright.
Okay.
We looked it up because we just kind of want to get this case over
Yeah.
with. So, he didn't have an accomplice.
Didn't have an accomplice. Now then, this must be where we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice that he has to have, right?
Not this time, Von Karma.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm disappointed. What? Come on, it's exciting.
You're not gonna sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice, bitch. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I would have had a friend.
Maybe with a lion.
I would never commit a murder alone.
Order, order.
I would use a friend.
What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
All right, let's do it.
Shit, okay.
Hope you're okay. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingaling?
Mr. Dingle.
In his
He
room.
was up in his room, committing crime.
He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. There's only one answer to that. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts?
What say you, Mr. Dingaling? Dingaling.
My bird's back, hold on.
Attack.
There he goes. Sometimes he just stays for a second. You just have to savor the little... it's an interesting theory. Again.
That's it?
Considering that what you just proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
I couldn't do it.
I
I couldn't kill a man for
Mr.
my...
Poopy Pants doesn't know anything.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
as the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
That's true. Look, it's him. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
Woo!
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just be dead down here, that's fine.
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Not if you go woo! Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Ooh.
Be careful, Nick. It's very high in fat. If you mess up here...
It's a mac and cheese. She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought.
It's a mac and cheese,
I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he killed the ringmaster while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingaling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
I hate these.
Now?
Can we not present evidence now? Oh boy.
Can we look at our evidence? Okay.
Yeah.
So
this is the crime.
Sure.
Okay.
Right. There's the box.
So we're saying he did it from his room, which that was right outside of his room. I think.
Okay. Blazing the symbols. What's the exact question?
He is asking
How he committed the crime.
we have evidence to how he committed the crime.
There's the box. Okay. Just scroll through real quick. Just trying. Yeah, just go through. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Bronze
Click this.
statue.
Okay.
And that's the badge. Maybe we don't have evidence right now.
Yet? I know. Because.
The yets usually imply like it's okay.
Let's try not.
Yeah. Maybe we need to flesh out this some more. Ah, I think we will finally be graced with an explanation. I love these. I can't wait.
Don't push it, Von Karma.
What?
You aren't gonna suck me in this time. I'm smart enough to know when I don't have the cards to play and my hand sucks right now. Oh, we're probably gonna get a penalty. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Everything sucks! He means that everything he said up until now has all been nonsense. It's true, right? If you can't establish proof of your murder series, then it's nonsense. He's trying to fool us by playing some misdirection game.
Okay, I
That was
guess
the
we
wrong
do have the
choice.
evidence. It looks like this isn't gonna pass muster.
Nick, you've got to show them some evidence.
Why, you got that now, Maya. Easier said
Obviously.
than done. So what will it be? You want another penalty, bitch? No.
Present some evidence. What
What
did
do
you
you
use to
use?
commit the crime of murder, Marissa of Barry?
Is it the... Is it the bust? Because it was taken from the cafeteria.
How did he die? Blunt force trauma to the back of the head.
Right?
Okay.
So, I think it's the bust.
You think he dropped the bust on him or
Yeah.
something? Maybe. So
What-
wait, what's he asking? What did
What did
he
he use? So he's asking for a weapon.
this. Let's try it. Let's try. Yeah, that's good.
What's that? A picture? You can't kill someone with a picture!
It is
Guilty!
Indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. So I think we were both, or I think Alex was maybe a little worried that I was getting a little ahead of
Yeah.
the game here. But we are on track.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy.
There's some pretty big leaps in logic, actually, because like we kind of have a gist of what happens in this case, but
Yeah.
like if you have no idea, this I don't know. Heavy.
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
That's also not proof. That's like here's what he could have
It
done.
could have been,
maybe.
yeah.
Ah. I mean, that's just. I guess I could have.
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample boobies. It's bust.
Oh, that's having.
I do like boobies.
Oh, mama.
Oh, yeah.
Give me all.
Order, order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection! How could you possibly will a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Bullshit. Well,
Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth.
why wouldn't you just be like, that's not what happened? What are you
I didn't
talking
do that.
about?
Well, well, well. To his credit, he's not.
Yeah. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. Sure it's not a ruse you're talking about there?
Rouse.
There is absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection! The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Fuck yeah.
Why? Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Come on.
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However,
Let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you.
Ugh, that woman will sink to any low to win a case.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
like,
much.
prosecutors suck. I don't like them.
I shouldn't make people guilty. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? What do you think, birds?
I agree.
See, they agree.
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
He's innocent.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and carry it over to the window. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
Ugh, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
And he's so ugly, and his
I'm not ugly.
suit is ugly.
It's not
and
ugly.
his
It's awesome.
hair is ugly.
No, it's not. It's cool.
It is pretty cool, actually.
I
I'm
wish I
jealous
could
of
have
that.
hair like
I want to
that.
spike it like that, but I can't do it. Suppose he could have lifted
Okay,
something the
keep
size of that bust.
going. Yeah,
Strong upper
okay.
body, I
Strong
can
boy.
tell.
He's a
Rawr.
strong boy.
However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body.
Okay.
That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ring.
Press here.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Why do you say it would be impossible?
Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head.
Well, I suppose you've got a point.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
Got this itch behind my ear again. What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust.
That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. Like, say, a letter he wrote to the ringmaster.
Ow. Ow. I think I've already... Why do you guys look so happy? That's scary.
Shit.
I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Thus it would have been... Okay.
Okay, go back there
yeah, let's
and present
present-
that letter. Let's look at it real quick just to be sure.
Yeah, because this told
But I'm pretty sure...
Yep, 10
Yep,
o'clock
uh-huh.
p.m. at the plaza. Bammo! Maybe not.
Oh,
Okay. How exactly...
never mind.
I don't know what that made sense to me.
A tie? I don't think that won me any points.
with the judge.
Okay, go
What's
look,
our-
let's look at our evidence.
Yeah. So if he could see the ringmaster's head, then
No,
he would be
it's not
able
that
to
he
do
could
it.
see, but if he knew where
If he knew where he was.
the head would be.
So
That's not it.
that's weird.
Okay.
So he told him to be there. Bronze statue.
No.
taken-
Nope. Nope. Go look at the picture of the crime scene.
Oh wait, that was.
Okay.
It's just. I
It's
don't
just
even know where his head is right now.
I think he didn't have a head. Okay, blazing with the symbols, orange shoes. Nope. Look at this, I
This
guess.
is a map.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
No.
Okay, When?
No.
The fuck?
No.
Why?
No. Nope. Nope.
There's nothing in profiles, right? Like,
Go to the Ringmaster.
had a very shiny head that reflected on every.
I'm
guess
gonna
we'll
look
look
it
it
up.
up.
Okay,
The
it's-
ringmaster's head.
It's the box.
Wait, okay, hold on. Let's take a look.
This is a weird it's a weird jump in logic.
This doesn't tell us much, so I don't know how I would naturally
You're
derive
gonna find
this. Okay. How does it make sense?
Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you?
Yeah, I did. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Objection! Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this.
Okay. Would that photo have been wrong if we presented that?
Yeah. The key point here is the wooden box.
Okay.
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over.
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene crime.
At the... Whoa, okay. At the
Alright.
scene crime. I'm gonna start calling crime scenes that.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
What's a scene crime?
Listen, I just read the dialogue I'm given, okay? The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box.
Maybe on the next episode we'll figure out just what he's getting. I think I get it now, but it is.
It's so weird.
It's not something you would
That's
logically
not a really
derive
good leap.
from the evidence.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, it's not the best. Tell us what you thought of that little.
And if you disagreed,
If
shut
you
up.
figured it out immediately, then go fuck yourself.
then you're a Mr. Genius or Miss Genius.
diploma for solving
All
crime.
the Genius crew.
Yeah.